Sood, can you explain to me how a minister in your government only announces that you're taking this landmark decision and then your own ministry is countering that, but you're blaming the Aam Aadmi Party?
Look, surprisingly, all these years when we were debating about illegal migrants, all these parties, including Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, Samajwadi Party and others, they were seen protecting Rohingyas. Now, because Aam Aadmi Party is very eager to win, to enter into the fray of the Gujarat elections, they are changing the goalposts. Now, coming back to what you had asked me.
Yes.
Since the Home Ministry has very categorically cleared, and if at all we go by the tweet of Mr. Puri, that talks about the refugees. Illegal migrant and refugees are different things. That doesn't mean my statement contradicts what the Home Ministry has said. But
sir, he mentioned Rohingyas. As far as I know, Rohingyas have never been considered refugees in India.
1,100 people, like your copy was also saying, the 1,100, there are 1,100 who have the UNHRC ID cards or something like that. This is going rounds on that.
No, sir, now, sir, let me clarify. No, Mr. Sood,
You can contradict me.
No, Mr. Sood, it is very simple. First, the government minister says we are giving them flats. The MHA has made it very clear there is no question of giving them flats.
No.
So how did this happen in the first place?
Just listen to me. You are talking about what minister said. What the Mr. Gaurav Bhatia read from the minutes of the meeting is not discussed. I don't understand why.
I'll come to that, but first answer this question.
It is the Aam Aadmi Party who wanted to ship them to that.
But Aam Aadmi Party did not tweet about this. That's what I'm saying.
You have all the time, ma'am.
Okay.
You can contradict me anytime. Let me make my point. When you talk about Mr. Puri's tweet, you also have to talk about Mr. Gaurav Bhatia's when he read the minutes of the meeting of the Delhi government. So Aam Aadmi Party is in all the hurry to venture into the Gujarat elections and want to take a plan. They can do it, but everybody in the Delhi administration knows all the Aadhaar cards are given by the district magistrates and the SDMs, which are controlled by the Aam Aadmi Party.
I'll come to that in just a bit. I'll come to that. I'll go one by one. No, the merits of Rohingya refugees or illegals in India, I'll come to that in just a bit. I wanted a clarification from you on why this confusion even prevails today. And before I go across to Priyanka on the question of the Aam Aadmi Party faces, Sir, one second. Let me bring in Monica also. Monica, do you believe that this was indeed a faux pas and the BJP, was left much embarrassed today by what happened?
I think, first of all, we need to make a technical clarification here is that, there are indeed 14,000 Rohingyas in India who are registered with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. So they are registered and accounted for, and then there is another category, the category which is very provocative and which kind of creates a lot of trouble. Like you yourself said, at the beginning of the debate, that there are national security concerns in instances of, the Rohingya migrants being a part of different communal flare-ups and their linkages with the extremist organizations right from the days they were in Myanmar. So I think what we need to understand here is that there are two categories, and what definitely happened on Twitter today when I was also online at that time, and it was a pretty shocking thing for me as well, just to read what Mr. Hardeep Puri was saying. So I think coming from an IR background and understanding the most important thing here that refugees are something which have created a lot of they have generated a lot of political debate and discourses all across the world, and especially living in a country like India, we're still a developing country, and there was a reason why we did not, become a party to the 1951 convention. So I think just reading that tweet, it amused me, the way the supporters were reacting, because I think it is definitely a faux pas, within your own government, there must have been some sort of internal consultation regarding how you are going to treat this matter. So a problem with Modi government consistently has been that, the intention has always been good, intention has always been right, whether it's farm laws or CAA, but the very optics are managed.
The communication has been a problem. In this case, though, I don't think it's quite comparable in not being able to explain your policy. I say once again, what was the main thing? That EWS flats were being given to these Rohingya refugees / illegals. But if I go by the MHA language, they're not calling them refugees. They're calling them illegals and foreigners who will stay in their place and then be deported. I come to the next question, and Priyanka